Yo!
Ooh.
Welcome everybody to Mondo Toy Talk episode 30. Ray and Mr. Ghash. By the way, correction from last week. I said episode 28. It was actually our 29th episode.
Oh.
I just labeled it wrong.
Today 30th?
Today's 30.
Whoa.
We're older than we knew.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's cool to see that, I didn't mark the episode.
This is where the back pains start. We're going to start aching. We're going to start forgetting things.
Yeah, my back hurt today.
Yeah.
Seriously,
my neck hurts, man.
Dirty 30. Thomas Crosby says, "What's up, Thomas? Doing some cool
30.
videos, by the way. Shout out. I see you out there making cool videos, making cool content with figures and stuff. I love it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Alex, Hector. How you guys feeling?
Great. I mean, can we just again shout out that intro music? It's so
hype.
good. I want to drive around at night listening to that.
It definitely gives me Ryan Gosling driving at night vibes. Ready stalking some prey or something.
Yes.
Going to a baseball game or something. I don't know. Whatever Ryan Gosling does when he's driving at night, probably listens to that.
100%. Yeah, and shout out Justin Goers on our team who put together the intro and the music. So he actually created that music himself, which is really awesome. So yeah, I love our little show, man. It's really cool and it's growing, and 30 episodes in. And Joshua Frost says, I think the first Toy Talk was Panther, where Peter strong-armed me into buying one. Really? I gotta go back and watch my sales tactics. Oh, dude, it's so funny. Jordan says Alex's neck, Peter's back, Hector's back. Peter, dude, everything, bro. Believe me. I'll sidebar with you after. But anyway,
40s for Peter.
Yes, dude. Yeah, it's awful. Craig Hayes says, Ray Stans, thank you guys. Much love. Hell yeah, we're so excited to bring you the fourth Ghostbuster from the Real Ghostbusters line. We say it probably every time we talk about this stuff, but isn't it crazy, dude, that we're here now? Like we've officially, people have the first one in hand. The second one is nearly arriving. We're really close to that.
Close, very, very close.
Right? And then we're dropping the fourth
very soon.
Yes, we're dropping the fourth one today. You get it. You're gonna have, like, within a reasonable amount of time, you're gonna have all four original Ghostbusters. You're gonna have 4 Mega Ghosts, and then you're gonna have 4 Ghost Buddies. Like, there's so much that you get in this line. Like, we built a collection like this, dude. Right, Alex?
Yeah, it's making up for lost time with this cartoon. Like it is our childhood right back in our hands all at once. So yeah.
Yeah, we definitely hit light speed for us on this one. It's crazy to get here. It was a long road, but it's awesome that we're at Ray and kind of finishing that core group, right? So now it's like all bets are off kind of thing going into the next few years. It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
100%. And this is part of the magic of it. Chris Poole says, Peter Venkman was my first Mondo toy ever. So glad I can join the club. And that was a big thing that we noticed. So first of all, thank you, Chris. And second of all, that's a big thing we noticed when we put out the first Venkman set. And every time we've done a Ghostbuster set since, tons of people, first time Mondo customers. I mean, never bought a record, never bought a poster, never bought anything with Mondo. And Ghostbusters was one of those lines that brought a lot of new people into the tent, which is great because we do a lot of kick-ass stuff. We're going to talk about a really cool poster tonight too. And I think with all the hard work we do internally, guys, I'm excited that more people are seeing it. That's what you want when you work hard and you're in the zone doing something for months on end. All you want is for people to see it and see that you worked hard for them, right?
Absolutely. And I think, it's been such a tumultuous year, I think, for so many companies when it comes to shipping, when it comes to just everything being produced, that, it's extra rewarding, I feel like, this year for people to finally get their stuff, because it's been quite the ordeal in the background.
100%, man. It's been a tough year, but it's been an awesome one. Like, there's a lot of good stuff has come out of it.
People are getting everything that that this team has worked so hard on, and it's exciting. It's exciting to see people feel the joy that we felt like a year ago when we were making these.
Yeah, 100%. And someone said it. Let me see. I think someone wrote. Here, Mr. Michael T. Yeah, thank goodness Alex posted those concepts on his Instagram. Wink.
I know. Can you imagine?
I think people still think that was a strategy that, like, some people still think that was a strategy that we, like, said, Alex, post these and start a firestorm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not at all, but it is a strategy of, if you want something, put it out. Sometimes you got to put it out in the world, you know,
That's it,
see
man.
what happens, you know.
That's it. Attack Peter 1/6 scale figure. I'm going to post it on my own Instagram. That's it. All right, let's get into it because like a lot of the stuff that we put out, there are just so many great photos, behind the scenes things. But here he is, Ray and Mr. Ghash Collector's Pack Timed Edition, just like our other Ghostbusters release so far. We're doing a nice timed edition that ends October 30th. And so make sure if you're picking up these figures that you get your order in before that time. We say it every time. There's always someone who thinks that they have one extra day or one extra hour or one, extra minute, and they miss out on the 2-pack, and we're not always able to help out. So for those of you who are convinced you're getting this, just mark your calendars, figure out the right day and time for you. But yeah, make sure you don't miss out because this is a beast of a set. Alex, we're going to talk about the behind the scenes in a bit, but when it came to Ray and Mr. Ghash, what are the things that you were like, here's where we can put in this thing. I got to have a reference to blank. What were those things that you had been thinking about?
Yeah, well, for Ray, it's like he's got to have the Ecto goggles. I really wanted to get all the gear in there somewhere, and yeah, Ray just makes sense for him to have the goggles. He's wearing them at the end of every episode when they're kind of celebrating on the end credits. I had to have him have the Stay Puft Marshmallow doll.
Yes.
Which you see him have in the pilot episode, and then also in the Look Homeward Ray. It's because Ray is he's like a big kid. He's like he's a toy collector. He would definitely be buying his own figures, and
he'd be a Mondo collector.
Yeah, and we know he loves Stay Puft Marshmallows. Like, he has very fond memories, and so yeah, Mr. Stay Puft is his guy. And then I actually have to shout out Mark Olson, who works in a wholesale for us. When we first got this line, he was like, "You have to do the bunny ears for Ray."
No way.
Yeah. So I'm so glad that we got to do him because, again, specific nod to a Ray-centric episode, Look Homeward Ray, where he goes back home and kind of gets dejected and ends up working for a shoe store as a bunny mascot. And there's just a great stuff of him wearing his suit over the bunny ears. It's classic Ray.
And that I love that Mark chipped in on that. I did not know that. That's really fun. So Hector, what, if any, challenges were presented for Ray? Because I feel like this is the fourth one in. Maybe we have some momentum. We have a sense of what these figures are, what's important when you're producing them. Was there anything new about this set? I mean, I could think of one thing, but was there anything that you can think of that's this was something new and different for this set?
Yeah, I mean, Peter the first Ghostbuster was the hardest one, I think, because we needed to make sure everything worked properly. And once we got that kind of figured out, the other busters made sense. A funny thing about Ray, and this is inside baseball thing and just silly, but we didn't notice because he has a belly, right? Yes, he's got a bit. He's kind of pudgy. Yeah. And
someone commented he's too skinny. I'm like, bro, you see his gut?
Anyway, a funny thing is that we engineered the proton packs to just all be one size. And so when we came later on, realized when we went to try to strap on the proton pack to Ray, there was a little bit of a gap. So we had to go back and change the proton straps so that it's specific to Ray, so that it fits him.
Interesting.
It's a tight fit. It did work, but we want to make it user friendly as possible. So yeah.
But aside from that, the obvious thing was Ghash. There's some challenges with the swappable belly, the bendable tongue. If people don't know, the tongue in the giant mouth is a bendy tongue, so you can pose it out.
Oh yeah, you can see little dots.
Yeah, as well as the tongue inside of his head. That one's also bendy. So it presented some challenges. Like on paper, he looks like he could be kind of simple. He's just a guy like in a robe, but it was definitely tough to try to nail all that and figure that out.
Yeah,
I love
also
it. Everybody's chiming
big
in.
Sleeves, big sleeves are an articulation challenge, and all of the villains have so far have had huge sleeves.
100%. Everybody's chiming in with sympathy for Ray's and the belt not fitting on the pack. Me and my pants. Someone wrote, "Been there. Feel bad for Ray. How embarrassing." I love it. I say it's representation. I feel seen. But yeah, dude, I remember the conversations when we first started talking, and my memory's garbage, so maybe help me out if I'm making things up. But I was like, are we going to be able to pull this particular swappable belly off? Because the ghosts flying into his chest, first of all, it's creepy as hell. It's like this weird, like, you know, it kind of represents, in my opinion, the dark side of the show. That's like, there's a veneer of kids show, and then you peel that off, and like we've said before, this show is actually pretty of the era where the kids programming always had a little tooth to it, and seeing something like this is really like body horror-esque and stuff. And if you have that weird syndrome where seeing holes freaks you out, like this would be a bummer. But well, I remember us talking about like can we pull this off, and now seeing it, how does it compare to what we remember thinking, Alex? You feel like this was successful?
Yeah, oh, definitely. Like I think it's a fair ghost butts, so many ghost butts. It's a very the show is, that episode is like super disturbing, and this is a very kind of memorable moment where he's getting all the ghosts, his little ghost underlings, to fly into him, and they get trapped in him, and also like we always look in ways to like offer as many ghosts as possible.
Exactly.
And so this was a great way to do it. So. Yeah, and a call out. I was just noticing this. The sculpted ripples look so good. They really do. And with these photographs that Raul took, you get it in the lighting and the smoke and the mist. It really feels like it's undulating, like moving, like we just caught it mid frame. I think that's such an excellent comment. Well. Yeah. Hector, those kind of details I feel like is what puts stuff like this over the top.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to remember. We had a third stomach planned. Right. I forgot what it was.
Do you remember, Alex?
It was it was ghosts like coming out of him.
That's what it was.
Right.
And it was going the other way.
Coming out of his mouth, right? Yeah.
No, out of the mouth or coming out of the belly?
I think it was coming out of the mouth of the belly. The mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Logistically, it was a very complicated piece.
Yes.
Yeah. But this one here, I felt like it needed, I'm happy that we landed on it, just because it gave him a very interesting pop of color. I felt like that the other ghosts don't really have, like they're all very like, especially like something coming from Sandman, right? Where it's another like ghost in a robe that's like black, right? Like this guy, he has that open robe, which already makes it weird and creepy. It's a mouth, and then I don't know. Again, it's trying to capture the things and the spirits of the show, and like this was just one of those moments that I think really stuck out to us as like it'd be really fun to capture this and also have it as a great display piece.
100%. And I just love the scale of these. Like we talk about all the time. Even this shot right here, it's not even really accurate because Ray is on something. These ghost figures, now you guys got Sam Hain in hand. Those of you who pre-ordered them, you get a sense that there's a real scale to these figures, like a nice scaling to these figures where you're not just getting like 6-inch all across. You're getting real substantial pack-in figures here, and to me, that's the value, that's the excitement, is having a collection where everything feels like in world scale, and just has some imposing moments there with these shots. How good does this look, man? Come on, dude.
Yeah, and this is a big part of why I wanted to do Ghash, like because he is big, and you can have him be the centerpiece of a shot like this, where like he towers over the Ghostbusters, right? So like on your shelf, you're really gonna see him, but all the guys are gonna be like, it just feels like the intro, it's just it's I love this image, like hoping for this.
He's definitely the biggest ghost out of all of them. I mean, I guess if you count Boogeyman's like enormous head and hair,
sure.
But in terms of like scale, he's big and chunky.
It's
the
so
tallest
Yeah.
ghost.
He is a tall.
Yeah. And of course we got this amazing accessory piece, which is him being sucked into the trap. I absolutely love this one. This one gives me such Don Bluth vibes. We talked about it, I think, early on, Alex, that Ghash in general reminds me of a Don Bluth drawing. Like I'm thinking of, I can't remember if it was like all dogs go to heaven. Radigan. Yes.
From the Great Mouse Detective. Yeah.
That's what it was.
And,
Yes. Yeah, so like it every time I see him pictured, it gives me that kind of like great animation vibe. And this line to me is that it's a love letter to animation of that era, and capturing the look and the feel of these moments and the way you would get crazy things that are really well drawn in the animation, and capturing these like that is perfect. When you're doing the ghost traps, how do you determine, Alex, what needs to be exaggerated, what needs to be shown, how to depict the character being sucked in into the trap where it still feels like him, but it's also you can tell he's getting sucked in?
Right. Well, it's funny because I do kind of start with the model itself and kind of warp it down and have fun with that. I also always I look at the way they drew it in the show itself. And this is actually a good example where this is almost exactly the frame from the show, because I really like the way they had him drawn in that little, because he really shrinks down, and so I wanted to kind of replicate that here. So, some of the other times where it's I want the head to really read and feel like it's this big head, with Sandman, kind of large head getting pulled down into the trap or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, I just kind of feel it, whatever feels right.
Dude, you know who else he reminds me of? This guy from Ghoulies 2. Did you guys ever watch Ghoulies 2?
Oh yeah,
this guy right here. Doesn't that look like him a little bit? Yeah, if you haven't watched, it occurred to me right now as we were showing, Ghoulies 2. If you've ever seen Ghoulies 2, it's so damn good. All right.
Ghash, real quick, Ghash was designed by Everett Peck, who did a lot of the original Ghost design. So he has that if you know Everett Peck's art, this to me is a quintessential design of his. So yeah.
Hell yeah. I got to look more up his stuff to see what other stuff he's done. Yeah, awesome piece. And yeah, again, we're getting a lot of love for Drool. I think this was a great call. What was the thinking here, Alex, when you picked Drool for the pack-in?
Oh, I mean, love Drool. It's again, it's one of those things where when we got this line, it's that was a request I saw a lot, and just it's such a great episode. The episode is called Drool the Dog-Faced Goblin. He's a very memorable ghost. It's a very memorable episode, and yeah, it was just it's definitely one of those characters that if you know, if you're for the super fans. He also just looks cool, and so yeah, want to throw him in there.
Yeah, it's really rad, these pack-in ghosts, because again, they're not all the ghosts in the show were giant ghosts. Some of them were Slimer size, so it's cool to get. The hearse ghosts, those are just separate unto themselves. So you really get a lot of characters in these sets. So
I love the amount of care that Alex put into these sculpts, even though we know these are going to be small. All the details are so fleshed out, and they could be a figure release in and of itself, right? Obviously maybe a little bigger, but they're just that good. And then Mark Bristow on our team, the way he paints things, he again doesn't cut corners here, and our factories are oh, okay, you're gonna add shading to this little 2-inch guy, okay, sure, but you can see it there, and the love that this team has for this franchise.
100%. Someone Ivan says justice for Drool. Someone Gady's Toy says Dog-Faced Goblin was my nickname in junior high for I love that. Yeah, so again, these are just great shots. Shout out again, Raul. I mean, this is probably my favorite shot in the whole bunch, because I think this kind of gives you the sense of the team. They just got out of doing some mission. They're kind of happy that things worked out, but there's a little unease, wait, did we lock this thing up right, or did we actually get that kind of thing? And so there's just so much character and storytelling possible in these figures depending on how you pose them and set them up.
Yeah.
And so it just invites the ensemble cast.
I mean, Ray could be possessed here. You know, they might be wondering, like, oh, what's going on with Ray? He doesn't usually have this kind of swagger to him.
I love the strut. I was saying, it's like he's strutting down the street.
I love that. So just beautiful stuff. I always say, this portrait, dude, God, it's so creepy, dude. It's okay. Someone compared him to Freddy Krueger earlier, and now like with the stomachs, it does
gummy
remind me
smile that's like even more unnerving. Like he's got two little fangs and then no other teeth. It's just gum. It's weird.
Yeah. Look, so Thomas says hopefully they're heading towards an Ecto 1 hint. That'd be cool. So just really awesome. So I always say it. If you're picking up the set, first of all, thank you so much for doing it. Don't skip on checking out the photos. Even if you're not picking up the sets, go to Mondo Shop. I say all the time, we used to have the luxury of awesome magazines like Toy Fair and all that, and you just get a chance to go and really digest. I like to think of these pages as kind of like mini magazines unto themselves, where you get a little bit of information. You can watch our streams and learn more about it. But then just seeing the photography, I think this is my favorite part of the toy process, is like seeing the reveals, the photos, the anticipation, doing the pre-order. It's an awesome. Oh man, it's so good. I hope we get to do a freaking,
a building of some sort.
Yeah.
For them to hang out.
Yeah. Diorama. I love diorama
stuff. Building.
Yeah. Anyway, go check it out. We do have some other shots I want to show, but let's give something away. Let's talk about the Ghost of Yotei poster that just dropped. So this is really rad. Ghost of Yotei by Yuko Shimizu. I wanted to start off with this. I just forgot to start off, so I'm going to put it in here. If you guys aren't aware, Ghost of Yotei drops today. I think I'm saying that right. That for PlayStation. I can't freaking wait to start this game. Did you guys play the first one?
I have not played Ghost of
Tsushima. It is awesome. Did you play, Alex?
I played some of it in the Kurosawa mode where it's black.
Dude,
and white.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
It's an amazing video game. It's one of those games that I got, like, my brother played, and I just said my brother barely ever plays games, and when he does, it's like it's got to capture him. So whenever he plays, I go, man, this must have been really good, because he doesn't play. So the first one's amazing. It's a perfect game. It reminds me of like PlayStation 1 era games, in the sense that it was just like an original samurai ninja type story. Reminds me of what's it? Tenchu. You guys remember Tenchu when we were the old PlayStation game? It's like a stealth ninja game.
Really familiar.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's giving me those vibes. Excellent atmosphere. And so the sequel's out today, and we got to partner up with Sucker Punch and release this beautiful work by Yuko Shimizu. It's going to be it's a timed edition poster, screen printed, available through the week, ends October 9th. At 11:59 a.m. Central. So if you're a fan, if you just love great art, you might know Yuko's work from the Criterion Godzilla collection. She did that cover art image of Godzilla. She's done a ton of awesome stuff if you don't follow her.
Incredible.
Like, just so good. And so the fact that she was able to illustrate this to feel like a ukiyo-e print from Japan. She just does this incredible line work. The inks just insane, and this one's gonna get hung up in my house, no question.
Same here. It feels like a classic piece of art, and it's beautifully done, and it's gonna go up as soon as I get it.
I don't even think you have to know anything about the game. You could right?
I don't think so. I think you can just appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah. So again, head to the site, click on the detailed images. To me, this is like just a living artist right now who is just special. You know, I mean, there's some of those out there that are just special. She is definitely that, and she's an incredible artist in person. So go check it out. Ghost of Yotei right now on mondoshop.com, available today and for a week until October 9th. So do not skip out on it. It's a beautiful screen print. All right, let's give one away. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, easy trivia. One? You got one?
No, you got one?
I think I got one.
I'm just gonna live.
I'm just gonna double check my answer is correct. Yeah, right now. I'm sharing.
Yeah, you're sharing your screen.
Damn it! I thought I moved this. All right, new question.
Living on the edge.
All right. All right, I'm changing what I'm searching now.
There you go.
I'm gonna make sure. Okay.
I was like, oh, we're gonna see Peter's search history right now.
Okay. So, what? I know the answer. Now I know to answer that question. What is the name of the main villain of the original game, Ghost of Tsushima? The first person who gets it right. Main villain of Ghost of Tsushima. If you know it, put it in the first person to put in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure you guys get one of these. I don't see it yet. There it is. Arcade Broke, Khotun Khan. You, sir or ma'am, or might want to just email support@mondoshop.com. Let them know you won a free copy of the Ghost of Yote screen print by Yuko Shimizu. And they'll send it out once it's printed. Awesome. Congratulations. Boom. All right, let's move on. I want to show, let me see here. Let me do this right before I share my tax information here by accident.
There you go. Yeah.
I just have like too many screens, bro. Hold on. Let me see. There we go. So this is really rad because one of my favorite things about what we do here at Toy Talk is we get to show a little bit of how it's done, right? How the sausage is made. So this is a collection of photos that Alex just sent me, some behind the scenes shots of Ray and Ghash in process. So Alex, tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here.
Yeah, so this would be pretty close to the final sculpt turns for submission to the licensor for approval. So this is pretty close to where Ray ended up. He's like incorporating some of the shared parts. You know, you see the butterfly joints and stuff in there. And yeah, this would be pretty close to final. But you can see him in the grayscale. Yeah,
it's nice. We talk about it all the time, but seeing it in grayscale, you get to appreciate a lot of the sculpt detail that you may not notice. So yeah, it's really rad to see these. Man, he's one of us for sure. So let's go.
Yeah, no, that belly seems very familiar.
I love this expression.
Yeah,
I see it every day. I love this expression. Yeah. So, what made you choose this expression? Because I feel like I see this expression and I immediately go like, he's arguing his case on something, or he's like perplexed by something. What were you pulling from for this one?
Yeah, I mean, Ray, he's typically a pretty happy-go-lucky guy, but like he has his moments of, strong determination, getting serious.
Yes.
Like, especially in the, I highly recommend the episode "Look Homeward, Ray" if you're a Ray stan, because yeah, it's like he's kind of like dealing with some self-confidence issues, and he kind of has to find his groove again, and he gets like pretty serious, and I just love having that side to him. Also, it's just thinking of like giving these guys, if you want to have them all like busting a ghost and like really like focused and serious, like I want to make sure they all have a head for portrait for that shot. But yeah, and also it's also, and it pairs the best with the bunny ears, just seeing him like so serious and determined with that get up, like that's Ray to me for sure.
I love it. And yeah, I just think it's an awesome way to, like you said, capture a bunch of different moments with one face. So really, really cool. And speaking of all those accessories, so now looking at the goggles, talk about this piece here a little bit.
Yeah, so just like with all the gear, it's like, it followed the model sheets very carefully. All the details are there. Like, if we wanted to do like one versions, like it would totally work. So yeah, you can see here kind of the inside of the goggles is sculpted.
This is incredible.
In there. Yeah, it's not, we're not going to paint it, for the final one, just because you'd be dealing with paint rub. You're not gonna see that part of it anyway. But
but the detail's still there.
Yes,
right.
And I just love this exact moment that you were just talking about a second ago. It's so perfect like this, man. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are great.
Yeah.
So these pieces I feel like are that storytelling. They kind of give you an opportunity to display the characters a certain way from certain scenes that you remember from the show, but also allow you to understand the character a little bit more, the humor, the tech, right? It all kind of describes Ray with it. And here's some of those shots. They're so good. For those of you who don't remember, this should be Jason Bischoff's Halloween costume. Normally he's just a regular Ghostbuster, but now he's gonna have the bunny costume. We gotta send him one.
Yeah, that's a great
really
idea.
good. And that's that expression, like that
expression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so good. This is so good.
Pure Ray.
Man, this is just such a good show, dude. So so here is a finished turns, yeah.
Well, this is the very.
These are the original ones.
Yeah, this was the very first Ray that I did for the Instagram post. So this is kind of like where he started. Again, it's like kind of everything got reworked. I don't think there's anything that remained from these originals, but yeah, just I feel like Ray, the essence of Ray has like always been there. Like I always felt like I had a good sense of that. But yeah, then from this point on, I was just watching tons of episodes and just really kind of like making sure everything was like more accurate and stuff. So
100%.
Yeah.
And this is so funny. I was just thinking this. Ray is the Donatello nerd for sure.
Oh, interesting. Because he's also kind of the Michelangelo.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he's a little bit of both, right?
Yeah, it's true. So here's some great shots of Drool coming in. And Hector, I wanted to ask you, when you see sculpts like this coming in, knowing, because Alex, Mark, Bristow, they're kind of like our resident experts when it comes to Ghostbusters. What is it that you're looking at objectively on something like this when it comes in, like to say, hey, this is working, this might be an issue? Like, what kind of stuff do you look for as someone who's literally just looking from a technical aspect?
Just making sure that I don't see any collisions or anything like that. But when it comes to the stuff that Alex has been
guys.
You're good with the ghosts or any of this stuff. There's very little feedback from me.
Isn't that crazy? It's so awesome. Like I can vouch for that. Like when Alex submits a sculpt, you're like, yeah.
There's very, if anything, that comes from me might just be functionality things. Small things like that, but
is there anything?
It always helps because sometimes you can kind of like tunnel vision as a fan.
Yeah,
it's like it's helpful to share it with people and get feedback. It's like I think this would be more fun as a toy. Like I think this would look more cool and dynamic if you just kind of shifted this. And it's always great to have like as many eyes and feedback as you can get, right?
We talk about it all the time. It's my favorite part of working at Mondo is seeing the best of the best all gather around for these calls that we have, these virtual meets, and go over some of the best work the industry is going to see, and then still welcome and contribute constructive criticism and see where it leads. Because everybody I know at this company believes that the other people around them just want this to be the best thing possible. And so I think that trust that we've built with each other it's like having an awesome band is what I always think of Mondo. As someone who is in bands, I feel like we're an awesome band and everybody has moments that they shine and it's a really prideful feeling. There's disgusting.
A couple of questions about Drool's legs and
let's go into them real quick. Are Drool's legs articulated? Everybody's asking. What's the answer?
They're on swivel joints.
I believe so. Yeah. They're definitely
they look like they are
articulated.
for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So you will
and
be able
his arms definitely move. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. When you look at the arms, for sure on swivel joints. Yeah. Now I'm thinking back at the legs. I don't know about the legs, but the arms for sure are on swivels.
Yeah.
Cool. And then, so here's some great shots. So weird, man, to see the tongue all straight.
I know. So you have to do it when it's bendy wire.
Can you talk about that a little bit? Because I think that's a pretty interesting piece of information. If you're sculpting something that's going to have the ability to flex, how do you tackle that as opposed to something that's going to be fairly rigid? Is there anything different to it?
Well,
go ahead, Hector, if you have an idea.
No, if it's going to flex, you have to sculpt it completely straight.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, for example, like even this was more of like, I think this was an early one where like that many little ridges wouldn't really work out. So we sculpted
Right.
the smoother one and just completely straight. The factory injects it straight with the wire in it, and places the wire in it, and then you can bend it.
Bro,
Right. So you have
Yeah.
to kind of think about it in that sense. And that goes the same for like when we did like Omega Red's tentacles, right? Or when we've done a ton of bendy things in the past. It's just kind of like always has to be sculpted straight.
And
the trick is figuring out the length, like how long
Yeah.
it should be, because you have to imagine like when it's gonna bend, like is it still gonna have the right sort of size and reach, and in ZBrush it's like you can bend it, but it's not gonna adhere to like how it would bend in reality, right? So it always takes a little bit of like estimation, right?
And there are really good jokes in the chat. I'm not going to put on screen in case our studio partners are watching, but they are good. And I appreciate you. So thank you very much. Also, speaking of the chat, I do want to call out Rick's a nerd. He is probably watching he started a little late, so he's commenting live, but for something that we said 5-10 minutes ago. So when you get to this point, Rick, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. But hey, what's up, toying around? Kevin's in the chat. Hello there. And Irving, what's up, dude? He goes, when you show these to the licensor, are they blown away like all of us fans, or is it more back and forth with details like a missing shoelace to the other is wrong? More often than not, it's the second, but there are some good partnerships that we have where you can tell the person on the other end is just as big of a fan as we are. Mm-hmm. And so that first impression is like, oh my God, like this is so cool. I can't wait to get my comp samples. But also they're just big fans and excited. So it's both. It's both.
And it's definitely both.
Yeah. And it's good that it's both because like Alex was saying a second ago, you need extra eyes, and you need sometimes even as a group we're like missing something and someone will call something out from the studio side. We're like, oh my God, how could we have forgotten blank? Yep. And so it is very helpful and we're very grateful for it. Awesome. So going forward, here's the sculpt of this nasty little, and someone put the word in the chat earlier, tryptophobia or something like that when you see all the holes. So creepy, but this thing is nuts. So Alex, serious question. Did you actually have to go and find butts of the ghosts, or how did you it's kind of a dumb question, but I also kind of want to know, like, how did you know which ghosts to have which butt and all that kind of thing? How much license?
All these ghosts are in the episode. So I went
through, there's reference of the butts.
Damn. Yeah. So because I also like sculpted a lot of them from the front too, because when we were maybe gonna go that direction, but yeah, I was like, that episode is full of ghosts because it's all about, he has this like gang of like poltergeists that he's like corrupted, and there's like a dragon looking one.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So these are all kind of. You should be able to identify these butts if you look really closely in the backgrounds of that show. So
I want to call out something, and I just want to point it out to just praise Alex's attention to detail here.
Okay.
But if you look at the little butt on the right hand side, the 3/4 view, and you look at that little butt right there on the left hand, not that one, but the one right there.
This one?
You can see a little bit of its thigh, its leg, right there. Like, and it wasn't necessary to add it in. Like, he could have just filled it, right, with the ripple effect, and you just saw the little tail sticking out. But there is like the semblance of a creature all the way, like being in, like sucked in, and it's not half-assed. And I just think those are the things I love.
It's full ass.
It's full ass.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to feel like repeated, like you saw the same repeated butt anywhere. So each of them, it's different. Slightly different amounts of butt.
Yeah, and it's that attention to detail. But yeah, I mean, I think you can zoom out of it now, Peter. But.
Well, I wanted to compliment Alex too and say that this is the most disgusting part that I've ever seen. This little fat wrinkle here with the little stretch marks on it. Disgusting.
I know.
So congratulations for that detail.
He needs to see a doctor for sure.
I know.
Yeah, seriously.
I wonder if you get stomach hemorrhoids. All right, moving on. After that, so again, same thing here with the head. An amazing just design and sculpt captured. And again, since it is a bendy tail, right, you gotta have to stretch. And
sculpted straight. Yeah.
Really cool.
I think, right, Alex? Yeah, this one same as a big tongue.
Yeah, same thing. Especially because it was smaller. We couldn't do this, but yeah. He's got very kind of like Coney Island vibe.
It definitely does.
Yeah,
Definitely.
he reminds me of the weird what was it, the Pleasure Island dude from is it Pleasure Island, or is that my
Pinocchio?
Pinocchio, yeah, is it?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, it reminds me of that guy. Like,
Dude.
he got those creep vibes.
Yes, it is like there must have been an understanding back then of how to draw creeps. And there's just a certain character. We're saying it, we're describing it. Like there's certain characters in different animations, and they all kind of had this creep vibe. I think the popped collar and the coat helps.
Yeah, the top hats.
The top hat, the like the sunken eye, the bags under the eyes, or the implication of them. It's just there's something about the big.
Yeah, it's like a hobo with a little too much style. Right?
Yeah, and that nose shape always reminds me of the people when they drink and they have that red nose. Like I can't remember what that's called. It has a certain name to it. But yeah, this is just so awesome to see. I think a lot of people agree with me that these are quickly becoming like the favorite things to look at in these sets. Because I don't think anybody expected we'd ever get this, ever.
Yeah.
And it's just so awesome to see that energy and that animation of them being pulled in. So here are some of those references. So Alex, this is a shot from that show. Talk about it a little bit.
So the ghost like push. They've taken Slimer into their gang, and they're pushing him into Ghash's stomach, and Slimer's having second thoughts. But this is just one reference I had around that like kind of shows that these ghosts are directly from that episode.
It's so good. So. By the way, even this is kind of stressful and creepy, like because you love Slimer at this point in the show, and it kind of bummer. Like it's for a kid, this is a bummer to watch. Like
I know I didn't see this episode as a kid because it would have scarred me for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then so here it is, the first official Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Mondo and the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
He is so damn cute, dude. I wish this was like larger. I want the toy version from the universe that you designed, toy size.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got my original Stay Puft, stuffy back there. Like, so yeah, you gotta give Ray his. Toys that come with toys, you gotta love it.
I do, man. This is awesome. I hope one day we get to do because there's a very specific look to the Stay Puft in this show, especially in the intro credits.
Yeah,
that his head just has a look, right, Hector? Like I want that one because I grew up also like you guys. We had the Stay Puft toy and all that. But I always thought that he just looked so good. The way they drew him in that. I hope we get that one.
And there's an episode called Cry Uncle where that features the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and they release him accidentally from the containment unit. And when he first comes out, he's like a little cute chibi like doll like this. So I kind of based it to like this could maybe like work for that too. Like there's this little mini Stay Puft that then obviously becomes the massive.
Does he ever talk? He never talks.
Oh yeah, he talks.
On
the show. Yeah.
No shit. I gotta go back and watch it. What does he sound like?
He has like full-on conversations with Slimer and stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. In the later season, he talks.
Are you messing with me?
No, he's fighting that giant like flying manta ray looking ghost. You guys remember that one? And he's like straight up being like, oh, his voice is like, whoa, you're gonna fight
oh,
me?
really?
Oh.
Yeah, it's very
better.
Friendly.
Oh, okay, good.
Like this.
Okay. Because I was gonna say it would be terrible if he just had like a regular like New York accent.
I mean,
I don't know. Yeah,
it would be funny. Yeah, the freaking Ghostbusters.
I'm walking over here.
I'm walking in. Awesome. Yeah, so really, really awesome stuff. It's just an awesome set, you guys. It's super exciting. Tons of great accessories. People have been asking me all week questions about what we're doing next, and so if you guys have questions and you want to try to pry something out of Hector, no guarantees, but you can put them in the chat and I'll look at them in a second. In the meantime, we should give away a set of Ray and Ghash. I do need a good trivia question. I'm going to count on you guys for this one. Do you have one?
I got one.
Okay. And you know the answer to the question. We've always liked to know that. You know the answer.
Do.
Not like me. That's a Google Live on there.
Well, I have a decent difficulty one and then a insanely hard one, but I'm gonna go with the decent.
What do you think, Hector?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna give Alex the solo so he can really connect with the audience. Go ahead.
Okay. In the episode with Mr. Ghash, featuring Mr. Ghash, it takes place during one of the Ghostbusters' birthdays. Which Ghostbuster has his birthday?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one. All right. Let that trickle in. Sit in with the audience. I got some answers. I got a bunch of answers.
Oh.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, okay. What is the answer?
The answer is Winston.
Well, then you're not going to believe this, and people are going to cry bullshit. But the truth is,
Ryan Dole.
is Ryan. What? Yeah, and just for that, I'm switching my hat midstream. I've never done this before, and I'm putting on the Mondo hat. Congratulations, Ryan! You're getting the 2-pack, dude. You earned it, fair and square.
I swear there was no coordination. This is a complete coincidence.
I believe it because it was like 17 people knew the answer immediately. So I'm not,
everyone was typing really fast.
Fast Googling.
Winston, I see here Winston with a capital I or whatever, like
Winston with a V.
Yeah, Winston, wins so ton,
wins the ton.
Yeah, wins a ton. There's a ton.
I don't think anyone's gonna be mad
really quickly here. So
yeah, I don't think anyone's mad at Ryan Dole winning a set. You did it, sir, and you deserve it. Congratulations. So Ryan, you'll have to actually do the work now. Email support@mondoshop.com. Let them know there was no collusion. You and Alex, even though you're co-hosts of your own show, had nothing to do with it, and you just got it. Your nerd card paid off for once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, look, the accusations are already started.
Yeah, I know. He's done for.
Bat dork got it first. Rig away.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, of course you're giving them a good review.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, we better have the best fucking review ever, dude. Anyway, awesome. Hey, Kevin, if you showed a little harder, maybe you'd get the answer in advance, like Ryan got. Anyway, so yeah, let's clap it up for him. Congrats. People are asking questions. Do you have the stomach for a few of these?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. Now, as usual, you don't have to answer anything that it's because I ask it. You don't have to answer it. Where are these? Oh, I don't see any questions. Maybe you get a.
Maybe I get a free pass. I do see someone was asking about the goggles on Ray's head and thinking.
Oh, I saw that. What was that one? Do you know what it was?
His head. And I believe they can.
We had him on at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah,
we have the goggles on the top of his head, so it's not like perfect, but it works. I think it works. So
yeah, you can position it like that. It's it's not there's no hinge on them, so you can't get them like perfectly hinged over, but you can angle it to where it sits over his head.
Okay, yeah. Rick's a nerd ass, and that's his quick answer. Cool. And then Froba Fett says, when are we getting the Grundle Ghost?
Yeah. I mean, he's a popular one, right?
He is popular.
For sure. There was, what I can say is that Grundle was very much considered for this set. And I will say that it was very close to happening, but then we thought it'd be fun to include a more ghost that was a little less known, but still really iconic and weird. And to just show that we're going to go kind of deep and sometimes surprise people with this line. But, we all love Grundle. He was planned. So take that information with what you will,
100%. Super exciting. There's a lot of good ghosts to actually get to be honest with you. All right. I guess no one, do I see
know anything? But what,
we were going to reveal so much. But, let's see. Notice the trap ghost isn't different from the one in the case at SDCC. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what that means.
He was.
I think the ghost we had in the case was the one that comes with Egon. Louis.
Yeah, was it the Boogeyman go? Not the Boogeyman, but the
Louis
the gangster.
Yeah, that was a different one, correct.
It wasn't this ghost.
Right.
That one came with the previous set.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And then let me see here. 1 second. What else we say? Here we go. Are the Turtles getting a PO window this year? Hammer of God wants to know. What turtles? 1/6. He's saying.
The 1/6. The 1/6. Yeah. I think we announced that at Comic-Con that Donnie is coming this year, towards the end of this year.
Awesome.
So yes.
Dan Bowie says, talk about the Godzilla Paps, Peter. It's not in Canada. I looked. Unfortunately, you get one win for Canada tonight, which is Ryan Dole getting a shill gift. And unfortunately, you're going to take a loss because this, thank you for asking, by the way, this release of my Godzilla art on Pabst Blue Ribbon beer cans is United States only, I'm told, but they are everywhere where PBR is sold. I've never seen so many people who I don't necessarily associate with drinking beer sending me beer pictures, so pretty awesome. You can go to complex.com and read about this and see all the cool stuff. But yeah, we did it. We did a cool thing. Thank you for asking. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's see. Any updates on the Beavis and Butthead set?
Yeah, those will be, they're in the works. And I think we had mentioned that it was going to come sometime in September, but it's been pushed a little for later in the year.
Perfect. Any hints what we might see after Janine?
I think
they haven't seen everything with Janine yet, right? Have we shown everything? I can't remember.
Yeah.
In the render. Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, we did show it during the Comic-Con panel, right?
Yeah.
But
there are other important characters
that we just that we've
we haven't gotten to yet.
So,
what are you all most excited about for New York Comic Con? I'll say our panel.
Yes.
Is going to be very exciting.
Yeah, so if you guys are going to be attending, we will have a panel. We're going to have we're going to do some awesome deep dives, kind of like what we've done here in the past, and we're going to have a ton of reveals. There's some really exciting ones, and ones that I don't think people are going to be expecting from us, but then kind of be like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a good reveal that I think if I gave you 100 guesses, you wouldn't get it, folks in the comments. Let's see.
You're definitely going to want to be at this panel if you're at New York Comic Con. Like, do not miss it.
I agree. If I give you each $1 at New York Comic Con, can you consider Toe Jam and Earl for squads? I'm already considering it because I fucking love Toe Jam.
I love Toe Jam and Earl. All of those games. That's a cool thing about squads, right? Like we could do anything in it, and it's one of those things where it's like, I'm hoping we can get into video games with squads because it's like the perfect kind of platform for it.
100%.
Like,
there's so many squads in video games.
Yeah, there's so many squads. Yeah, Toe Jam and Earl, like some Earthworm Jim.
Oh, God.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Battletoads done right.
Battletoads, yeah. Mega Man. Any of the. There's so many.
Yeah. Don't say any more because then other people are going to steal our.
Hey, the ones I want really bad, but
yeah.
Hollow Knight, if you're listening, Team Cherry, Hollow Knight.
Yeah, if anybody knows anybody at Team Cherry, let them know that we would love to make a set of their figures.
Yes.
Charlene says, any suggestions of what other New York Comic Con panels would be good? Honestly, none. Just go to our panel and go home, and there's nothing else that's going to affect you the way that we will. So that is, if I'm being honest, I'm sure there's other nice panels like B pluses, but there's no more A plus panels. And I looked. Nickelodeon Doug Squad is an awesome idea.
I know.
Don't say anything else. Let me see. Will the New York Comic Con reveals blow up the internet? Do we ever have a quiet con? Do we ever have a panel for no reason? I'll say this in all seriousness. We wouldn't have a panel if we didn't have something fun and exciting to show off. Right? We wouldn't just do it just to do it. That's disgusting. I hate when people do that. Any news on Two-Face?
News.
Yeah.
Any Muse?
Yeah. We had mentioned he's a Halloween dude. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Michael T. Canadians can't quench their shill thirst. It's true. Let's see here. David Osterberg. Will Mondo be at DCon in Vegas? Yes, we will be there. It's going to be fun.
Stay tuned for New York Comic Con is next week, right? So there's going to be a ton of reveals, a ton of cool stuff. We'll be talking about DCon as well. And yeah, it's going to be a great show.
Josh says join
last year.
Yeah, sorry about that. I interrupted you. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We have a lot of cool stuff to talk about at TCon too. Join the Mondo Collectors Club to stay updated on New York Comic Con reveals on Facebook.
Yes.
A lot of good community there. Duckman is a good one. Someone said Chrono Trigger. That's a good one. I'm just trying to catch up with all these. Right?
Chrono Trigger would be incredible.
Any hints on who the next TMNT vinyl will be? Because guys, we have 2 TMNT lines happening now. We went from having 0 TMNT lines to 2. That's pretty cool. But yeah, think about
it at SDCC.
We showed off
who the next one is, right?
Didn't we? Can someone say it so I don't say it?
I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay.
I mean, because obviously we just put out, what was it? Was Super Show the last one?
We showed off Slash.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Slash. Yeah, that was the last one we put up.
And we have to have TC. We did because we talked about
in the panel, right?
Yeah, Leatherhead
and Gumbo. And if we didn't say that,
Gumbo,
then here it is. Yeah, so very, very cool. Let's see. Regular show is a good one. Any other 112 lines in the works? Come to the panel. Let me see. More 1/6 Motu reveals at NYCC. Actually, I don't think so. But there is Motu.
There is Motu, but not 1/6. There's a fun Motu 1/6 that's coming out next year that we're really excited about, and I think people will be super stoked. There's 2 actually that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, like we're still going. Oh, this is actually a good question. Oh, Christian Lopez, identify where you want. This is a soft vinyl request. I love Rat King. Let me see it. Damn it, where was it? Oh, here it is. Gargoyles update.
Stay tuned.
All right, I think that's pretty good. We answered a lot of questions. Ventriloquist quiz from Batman.
Oh yeah,
I love this.
Him a lot.
Scarface, yeah. Hey, Scarface, is he big enough to have its own release? Like, would he be a pack-in? Because Scarface is small, but the ventriloquist is a human size, right? Alex?
Yeah. So you need the 1/6 guy. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it would probably have to be like packed in with another villain or something. Maybe with like a smaller villain.
Maybe it comes with like Rhino, like a giant Rhino.
Rhino. Oh yeah. Important question, Rick Center. What is your guys' facial hair routine? Any beard creams you recommend? I'll take this one. I actually recently I've had beard dandruff, which is disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm going to be real. I'm going to tell the people the.
Baby doll. Sorry, it's just someone said baby doll. That makes sense.
Exactly. And so I would touch my beard in these flakes. So now I'm using something called Flakes shampoo, beard shampoo, and it's excellent. And do a little condition right after it. And I'm saying it because some of you out there need the same advice. Some of you out there need to look in the mirror and clean it up, you know. So
is this a sponsor? Like I feel
not
like
a sponsor.
Swung into
no. All of a sudden here comes a sponsored ad.
Yeah.
You'll all be targeted on Facebook ads now.
Old Spice recommendation here was what I use.
Anyway,
I can't grow a beard, so that's why I just have a mustache.
Yeah, and Alex, you're just a natural guy, but you still have nice color in your beard. You're not rotting away like me. Good for you, man.
Just a little bit of gray, but yeah.
I have a gray hair right there.
Is that the first one?
That's how it starts.
Right there, you see it?
What? You can't grow a beard?
Well, I can grow this, but it doesn't connect.
But you don't need that.
Well, my OCD though, like I can't just have beard, nothing.
Can you grow sideburns?
No. Like this is as far as they go.
Interesting.
Nothing
Alex,
else.
you can grow sideburns.
There's just little baby hairs here. It's like I'm bald.
I wonder why that is.
But that's why I can't. I've never really had a beard because it just never looks nice and full like what you guys have.
It's true. Yeah, we're very blessed. Oh,
you could do like a Tony Stark, right?
Oh, that's true. You could.
Yeah.
Hector Stark. Any updates on Ripster? News soon?
Yes. News soon.
Street Sharks news soon.
Street Sharks news. Yep.
Street Sharks news in general soon. And this is a great one. Need some RGB posters. Couldn't agree more. Stay tuned. Anyway, updates on Powerline. Someone wants to know.
Yeah, soon.
Everything's in the works. Anyway, I think that's it. That's enough. We answered a lot of questions
today.
All right. Thank you guys very much.
I agree.
Updated Catwoman, we want to do it. It's just where do you prioritize it? But yes, definitely want to do it. Anyway, thank you guys very much for joining us on another Thursday night for Mondo Toy Talk episode 30. We love you very much. Remember, Ray and Mr. Ghash available at mondoshop.com. Limited time. It's a timed window. And we said when it ends, right? We said the 30th. Actual date. It's the 30th. That's right. October 30th. And yeah, stay tuned. We're going to be at New York Comic Con next week. Please come by the booth. Come check out all the cool stuff. Stop us, interrupt us, tap us on the shoulder. You know what we look like. We don't always know what you look like. So let us know who you are from the streams or from the show. And it's going to be fun. We're all going to be there, right?
Yep. All three.
Alex, you're going to be there?
Oh, yeah.
Nolan's going to be there. Cam's going to be there. It's going to be fun.
Like and subscribe, please. Help the channel grow. Also, follow us on Instagram and our socials, because throughout this week, we're going to be announcing a lot.
This is actually a good point.
Our New York Comic Con drops, right? We announced the first one. Was it yesterday?
The Godzilla UFO.
The Octeal Godzilla UFO that Peter, you painted one up for fun one night, and you were like, "Hey, Hector, check this out." And I was like, "This is cool. Let's make it into a colorway."
That actually happened exactly like that. It's you guys know Octeal designed the Godzilla UFO. Yes. We produced it last year. Lots of awesome colors. Hector sent me a blank. I just like blanks, so I have blanks. He sends me once in a while, and I'm like, I'm gonna try painting this and see what happens. And I went out just in no plans, just painted it up. I'm like, this actually looks pretty good. I show it to Hector. He goes, we should make that. I'm like, oh, okay, let's go. And so, yeah, this is it's fun because it's like a collab between some friends. You know, all of us are good friends, so I'm excited about it. It'll be in person at the show.
It'll be in person. So if you're at the booth, you can pick it up there, along with a lot of other cool stuff in person. But yeah, we're going to be doing some great online drops too. So keep an eye out, because those announcements are going to be coming very, very soon.
All right, you guys, thank you very much. Yes, hit like and subscribe if it's your first time here. We love you. We'll see you soon. And